It's going into our second year now. So we've learned some lessons, we have grown a little bit, but we are still learning. Hi, my name is Andy Yo. I've been in Generation since day one. Kind of founded the church together with my wife, Jay, and I currently serve as the pastor of the church. Yeah.
So I am Jay, his wife, and we have two kids, 8 and 4 years old, Zion and Zaira.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vinod Lakshmikant. Most people know me as Dr. V. I'm an anesthesiologist.
Hi, I'm Ning Ling. I'm Dr. Vinod's wife. We have 3 children, and I'm also a doctor.
Hi, my name is Vanessa. I'm 14 years old this year. I'm currently studying in HIS.
Hi, my name is Daniel. I'm from Johor Bahru originally, but I moved to KL in 2017. And we live in Cyberjaya now. This is my wife.
Hi, I'm Pam. I'm actually from Perak, but I've lived in KL for more than 10 years.
I am Chong Tat. My surname is Lim, Lim Chong Tat.
I'm Grace. Grace is wife lah.
Hi, my name is Joel Lai. 18 this year, and I've been in Generations for about 9 months.
My first impression of Generations, first time you attend, you don't really get an impression, you just attend a church. But I think what really touched my heart was when we had the Easter picnic. We got an opportunity to speak to Pastor Andy, and I think that time Vijay was there also, right? Yeah. And Pastor Andy was just casting the vision why he started Generations and what is the reason behind it, what God called him to do. And I think that kind of really touched our hearts. There is one thing that is very different. You don't feel judged. Yeah, you don't feel judged. Everybody is their own person and everybody is welcome. You can be whomever lah. You are just someone important in church.
I think to add on that, I think it's also a feeling of, I think I'll still remember when Vijay came up and met us. The people are very genuine, I guess. Coming into like a church after like not attending for some time, it was hard to have like genuine interactions or genuine relationships sometimes.
I think my first impression of Generations was, wow, the music was very, very loud. I haven't been to like church where like there's so loud music. I think I remember going in and then throughout the whole worship, right? I think my eardrums are about to burst already because the music is so loud. But oh my goodness, nonetheless, worship was great, and pastor's word time and time again, it's amazing.
My first impression when we first joined that meeting was that it's very exciting, it's very releasing, it's just this sense of this is what God really wants to do in and through this group of people that we've gathered. And I knew right at the very start that we are on the right track.
I think for me, I think one of the great highlights in the past year for Generations, I got to serve back in church again. It's been a while since I've served. I think my wife knows. I've been not really attending church frequently, but then serving has always been something that I particularly enjoyed, but then fell out of.
For me, in the past 10 months, aside from serving, I think one of the greatest things that was a highlight for me was how we did church. I think one of the things that I really enjoyed was the worship nights.
I think for me, I would say the youth camp that we had a few months ago, that was like pretty memorable to me. Like at first, it was just like worship, right? And I think like, I didn't truly appreciate it at first until that camp. I would say like I felt like I was closer to God when I was worshiping.
I think the Christmas event, that was the highlight. Maybe because that's the last event we have, so I remember it clearly. It's fun to see that the younger one and the older ones, just different people, different age group, contribute or serve or enjoying themselves.
I mean, there were so many highlights because we did so many things. Although it was only within a span of a year and we are only 1 year old, but we did so many things. But some of the things right off the top of my head, the fact that we did church camp so early and there were so many of us, and it was just a great time of having, you know, the whole spectrum of the demographic from the very, very young. We had, I think, babies and toddlers all the way up to grandparents. That was a big highlight.
I think the most favorite memory is the church camp. Church camp is the favorite memory. Then we go to all the places in the Selangor Padang there in front of that bangunan Sultan Abdul Samad, and then there are a lot of dancers lah. And then we went into the cafe, you know, the I Love Kuala Lumpur cafe there. And then started to talk Spanish and all such things. Don't know whether they know what they are saying, but they cook up something, and then it was so hilarious.
And also I love Christmas too. You know, Christmas just last month, I felt so much energy going into preparing, getting things done, and I fractured my hand at that time already. But you know, because I see all the enthusiasm, we were blowing the balloons, you know, pumping and all that. And I say, God, you have to help me, you know, because I'm serving you, and I hope my hand can actually do all the pumping and the tying of the balloon. And God really answered prayer.
One of the main highlights is soft launch. So soft launch for me was where I saw everyone, you know, coming together from our church to just say they want to serve, they want to volunteer, and together we did this out of nothing. And that's one, our own church people rose up to the occasion and say, let's do this together. And many people from outside the church, our family, our friends who came to support and encourage us. I think that was something really, really meaningful and a highlight for me personally. I'm like, it's like, oh my gosh, we really did this. I'm like, every week we go to church like, oh my gosh, we really started a church.
Wow, this question is very tricky for me. Everything's a highlight, everything is special, and like I'm the risk of like if I name something, then am I implying the rest not important? So it's not. Let's just put it out there. Only because I have to pick one. I would say youth camp. When we started the year, we didn't know we were going to have youth camp because we practically didn't really have a lot of youth. But God placed us eventually in a school, in Arrows International School. God opened a door for us to meet there, and that's where we're meeting now. And through that, we were able to interact with a lot of students, and more students came. And we realized, you know what, I know it's our first year. We don't really even have a team to plan this camp yet, but let's do camp. It's going into our second year now. So we've learned some lessons, we have grown a little bit, but we are still learning. I think what's really exciting was that, I think till today, and I think for a few more years to come, what we've been given is a blank canvas. Totally blank canvas, and we are to ask God how to draw on this canvas and what color and what does it look like. So when we first started, we really told ourselves to be open to God, to speak, and you know, it's not about just doing things differently for different sake. That's not the goal, and definitely it's not also to do things same old. It's neither. It's God, what are you saying? That's why we open ourselves up till today. Still learning, still asking, you know, how to structure your leadership in church, how to run the ministries, you know, what are the kind of policies we should have. A lot of those conversations for the past 1 year. Until now, we're still learning. We're still learning.
I really hope that many hands and feet will come and plow this land together with us. I think there's so much to do. There is so much to do, so much work, and I think our capacity is so stretched. But people are just constantly, you know, coming to, especially the new ones, just like saying that they are blessed and they really just continue to encourage us. But the works behind it, oh my gosh, the work behind it is just a lot, too much. I can't handle it. So come and join me, join us to help. That is my hope, that we can build this community together and really live out that community life that God has intended for us to be, just serving together as a family. Yeah.
This next 1 year is again another year of learning, but learning from God what it is that we need to focus on and give our time and energy to. And as we figure it out, we hope more and more people can do this team sport. So it's not 2-person or 3-person or 4-person playing a 11-person football match. And then of course, slowly becoming more and more structured wherever we can. Leadership and different, putting people according to their gifting, serve where they are best utilized in terms of their anointing and gifting. So this will be a year of that lah. Finding out people's callings and placing them in the right positions. Yeah.
Cool. Got it. Dance.
Yay.
Yeah.
Good job.